Nah, she said, nah, man, I don't want the best shooter of all time. I want the best of all time. Nah, I need the best.
I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody as ruthless. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack.
The most annoying wife ever. Video by Sadaskar. Definitely butchered the fuck out of that name. Guy has over 200,000 subscribers and the video has over nearly 300,000 views in 6 days. God damn. Boy pushing him, man. A boy pushing him, man. But this video is about Steph Curry and his wife at the current point in time. If you don't know, there's quite a big scandal going on. Not scandal, but Curry's taking a massive L right now. Now I know one guy who loves Steph Curry, and I don't think he'd like being able to hear that his goal is just going through this right now. So, yeah, man. Let's watch and have a look.
I have severe arachnophobia, which is the irrational fear of spiders. And when I say that, I don't mean like, oh, I don't like
fuck spiders.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
Bugs, they make me feel icky. No. Okay, I really have that shit. If I see a spider out in public, I will cause a scene. As a matter of fact, there have been multiple times where I've freaked out in public because I saw a spider, and I caused the scene. And you know, a lot of my friends...
Not gonna lie, you look like a guy who would be terrified of spiders and would actually jump at them, but... Nigga, I'm not scared of spiders. I'm just scared of what they could do.
About it. They make fun of me for it, you know, everyone thinks it's funny that Sid's afraid of bugs. But either way, the reason that I'm saying all of this is because at the end of the day, most people don't have arachnophobia, okay? And there's a reason for that. When you really look at it, for the most part, spiders are relatively fucking harmless. And because I am afraid of spiders and my friends aren't, they find it as a reason to make fun of me. But
fair enough,
there
bro.
are two very
That's funny shit.
fears that I feel like every single straight man on this planet worries about universally. Like, you can go up to any adult male right now and they will be like, yes, I have worried about this at least once in my life. Which is 1, marrying a girl who's absolutely ran through, and 2, marrying a girl who's absolutely unbearable. Now, I know what you guys are all thinking, okay? Just don't marry a girl who's ran through or unbearable.
Unbearable.
Here's the thing, it's easier said than done.
Yeah, that's just cap. That's very cap. So, when it comes to the girl who's unbearable, well, I'm sure if Curry thought she was unbearable, they wouldn't be together right now. And when it comes to the girl that's gotten ran through, hey, that's him choosing a girl who's clearly a fault, bro. That's quite obvious to see. I've never dated a girl who's unbearable. I've never dated a girl who's been ran through. So, don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
First of all, the only way to know...
I think this guy doesn't get bitches. I'm under the impression that he don't get bitches. It seems to be a common theme on this channel. I just react to niggas who get no bitches. Except for that one Asian guy. That guy was alright.
If a girl is ran through or not is to look in her notes, okay? And if she doesn't have her body count in her notes, you have to hope that one of her closest friends who's close enough to know her real body count is also just a fucking snake and will tell you her real body count for some reason. Second of all, do you think anyone who...
That's another thing, bro. If you want to know a girl's body count, like, it doesn't actually help with anything. It doesn't really help. And to be honest, you can tell if a girl's got a high body count or not. If you've slept with them, you know if they have one or not. You just know. I'm not saying I've not been with a... Have I? I have. I've had sex with a girl who's a thought. Obviously, but not to where their body count's like 100 or some shit and they got STDs and shit. It's just, I can tell you've had sex a lot. That's all I can say. But you can tell, bro, by the way they carry themselves around you, by the way they talk about themselves around you, they talk about their friends, by the things that they like to do. It's kind of obvious.
Gets married.
Like, if a girl says, oh, all my friends, they like to go clubbing a lot and you've seen them kissing a lot of guys, and she says that to you, then flocks of a feather fly together. Come on now.
Thinks they're gonna have a divorce eventually. No, okay? When you're getting married, in that moment, you probably think like, yeah, I'm in love with this person. I want to spend the rest of my life with them. And it isn't until like 20, 30 years down the road where you're like, shit, I don't know if I want to spend the rest of my life with them. And
20, 30 years? Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. You'll figure that out in the first 3 years. The honeymoon phase fades very fucking quickly. And it's up to you to decide whether you want to stay with that person or not. Now, I'm not talking from a guy who's been fucking married before. I've never been fucking married, but I'm going from what people have said and what I've seen in stats. Yeah. You can figure out if you don't like a person within the first fucking couple years you've known them. Less time than that. If you don't like someone, you don't fucking like them. Straight up. And I get it, take time. You need time to see red flags and see if that is a common occurrence. And it's whether or not you're willing to deal with that or not. And people that choose to deal with that, look, you can't complain when you get married and you have to realize later that, oh shit, wait, I should have probably paid attention to this red flag. That's why you can't get married too early. So yeah.
that's the biggest one right there, okay? Your wife can be an ex-fucking whore cooker. Who cares, okay? As long as you're happy. But if you're not happy and you gotta divorce your wife, dude, oh god. Like, I don't know about you guys, but being divorced sounds fucking terrible, okay? And I know that's a very obvious thing to say, like,
yeah,
no shit. But all I'm saying is that divorce...
Why did he take his shirt off? What the fuck? Why did he take his jumper off? Sorry. I was just paying attention to the hoodie looked kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of hard still. Inspector Gore and shit. Inspector, what's that nigga name? Fuck. I forgot his name. It will come to me at some point. I don't remember his name, but that's a tough hoodie. That's a tough hoodie still.
Very obvious thing to say, like no shit. But all I'm saying is that divorce is a very real and scary thing, and if you don't marry the right person, that can lead to your reality, and a lot of men tend to be afraid of that. Now, at this point in the video, you're probably wondering, Sadagascar, why the fuck did you just, like, trauma dump on us for 2 minutes? Well, the reason that I'm saying all of this is because, in today's video, we are talking about someone who embodies...
Okay, this is a very wild video. He's a very wild video, bro.
What it means to be an unbearable wife, but she's still a wife. She's still married to the motherfucker. That motherfucker being the greatest point guard in NBA history, Stephen Curry. But in case some of you guys still don't know who I'm talking about, I would like you guys all to meet Ayesha Curry, or as I like to call her, Steph Curry's only bad shot. Now, considering the fact that Steph Curry is quite...
Whoa, that is a bar. That is a bar. About your, hey, imagine saying that about your ex. You're the only bad shot I ever took. Bro, if Curry ever said that shit, that would be the coldest shit of all time, bro. I can't even lie to you. Man said, you're the only bad shot I've ever taken. What? That's a bar, bro. Sadagascar, you're cooking. I cooked. That was good. Good cookage. I like that shit.
Literally the greatest shooter of all time.
He is.
I feel like the name kind of speaks for itself. This chick is fucking unbearable. Despite being married to a literal NBA legend, she still finds a way to be ungrateful, complain, and most importantly, embarrass her husband all over social media. And this has been like an ongoing trend ever since this guy entered the league. For example, about 6 years ago, Ayesha Curry went on a talk show called The Red Table Talk.
Oh, the infamous table, bro. We should have seen it coming since then. Jada fucking Pinkett. Or Jada Smith. Whatever she goes by nowadays. The infamous fucking table of lonely mothers. We should have seen it years ago, man. How did we only start hearing about this today? Damn, Curry. I feel sorry for this guy, man. I feel sorry for him, man. He's why him, man?
Why are we still here?
Why is he still here, man? You don't have to deal with this shit, bro. I'd say fucking cut the bitch off. Move on, which is very hard to do when you've been with a girl for literally 20 years, your entire career. I get that. But come on, bro. You're Steph fucking Curry. You can get any bitch you want. And they're gonna treat you correctly. They're not gonna disrespect you. They'll respect you, bro. And you're choosing a girl who's willing to blatantly and go ahead and just tarnish your reputation that you've been showing to the public all this time, and you're still with us 6 years later, man. Damn. Loyalty is this guy's middle name. 100%. He's been with the Warriors his entire career. Never thought about leaving, never changed it up. The loyalist nigga in the league, bruh. And damn. That's tough.
Gender light-skinned version of Kai.
I need a button like that.
Sorry,
Bro.
I mean Jada Smith. And long story short, she basically talked about how, you know, a lot of girls throw themselves at Steph Curry because he's an attractive, tall NBA player, but no guys throw themselves at her. And she's upset about this.
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity is the fact that, yeah, like there are all these women like throwing themselves, but me, like the past 10 years, like I don't have any of that. Like I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention.
I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a fucking second. First of all, she is a bit chubby. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe that's the baby fat. I don't fucking know. Right? You are definitely a little bit chubby in the face. I'm not saying I'm fucking perfect, but I'm saying there is no way niggas aren't throwing themselves at you, bro. I fucking doubt it. I think what she means to say, she doesn't get the male attention of the guys that she wants. And why would you even want male attention when you're with a nigga that you've married, bro? The fuck is wrong with this bitch? Like, if you're gonna have these thoughts, keep that to your damn self and go get divorced. Don't start blatantly going out on the internet and saying, oh, I want more male attention. Oh, he doesn't satisfy me in the bedroom. Which, quite frankly, hey, that's tough on Curry, bro. That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. But hey, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, man.
By the way, this is a married woman saying this in front of her husband's mom. This is Steph Curry's mom right here. Now listen, okay, I am a 21-year-old college student. I have no experience or merit when it comes to speaking about marriage. So maybe feeling this kind of way is totally normal, especially when your husband is an NBA player. But even if that was the case, your husband is an NBA player, okay? This is the type of shit that you keep to yourself. Like, do you not have any sort of PR training? In what world does it benefit you, your husband, or your family to go on a talk show and publicly discuss how you crave attention and validation from other men? Like, is that not embarrassing for how does it even benefit you? And the craziest part about all of this is the fact that she doesn't even realize why this is happening. Okay, the reason that no one is throwing themselves at Ayesha Curry is because she's Steph Curry's wife. Okay, no one is going to shoot their shot at Steph Curry's wife.
I doubt that. I'm sure there's plenty of niggas who've thrown their shot at her. It's just not the niggas that she's attracted to either. I think that's what it is. She wants the perfect man. She wants the nigga that satisfies her in bed, gets all this money on. She probably just wants another NBA player. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. She probably wants LeBron dick. She probably does. Who knows? She said, nah, man, I don't want the best shooter of all time. I want the best of all time. Nah, I need the best. Oh, man.
Everyone respects him. He's the greatest shooter of all time, which just makes this whole situation even more weird because being married to a guy with that sort of respect and status, that is the end goal for a lot of girls, okay? They want something like that. But then you have Ayesha Curry, who instead of cherishing it, is comparing herself to him. And this is like a common theme that you are going to see throughout this video. She's jealous, okay? She is jealous of Stephen Curry. She has talked about multiple times how she is a very career-driven person and thought that she would be the breadwinner of her relationship in the future.
You said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like, I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it.
Now, I want to make this very clear. What she said is totally fine. As a matter of fact, having that mindset as a woman like her is very respectable. But You're still married to an NBA player. You know, what you say goes on the internet, and you are embarrassing him on a fucking podcast. You know, one might think that maybe your lack of thinking when talking about your husband is a result of you having spite or jealousy towards him because he is so successful, getting all this attention, and you are simply just Steph Curry's wife. Now, if Ayesha Curry projecting her jealousy towards her husband in public interviews wasn't enough for you, let's watch the clips of her just blatantly disrespecting her husband.
I don't need to see that. I think we get the point. She clearly doesn't like Steph Curry anymore. She says she's not attracted to him anymore sexually, physically, mentally, spiritually, all of the above. And that's tough. You know, and there's nothing really, to be honest, I don't really have a problem with that. Like, that's not the issue. Issue is you went out of your way to go and disrespect the nigga. Like, at least, fuck, man. At least do it after your divorce or something, bro. Or not even do, like, it's just messy, bro. It's just messy. It's ugh. Like, does she think doing all of this will make her more attractive? I really think she does. She thinks this will make her more attractive to men. That's just not how we think, darling. Because if you do that to one nigga, what makes you think we want you? If you've done it in the past, why would we want that in our lives? In terms of her being willing to not be with her husband anymore, that's fine. Just don't be out here just trying to embarrass niggas, bro. And that doesn't really increase your value to men if you're outwardly disrespecting your husband. Because who's to say you're not just going to do the same thing to the next guy when you want bigger and better things and more male attention again. So I don't see any point to really listen to the rest of this video. I think we've gotten exactly what we needed to see. And moral of the story, people, check your wife, happy life. Check your wife, happy life, mate.